cha, Dvitiyam brahmacharini, Tritiyam chandraganteti, Kushmanteti chaturkakam, Panchamam skandamateti, Shastyam Kadyayaniti cha, Saptamam Kalaratriti, Mahagoriti chastramam, Navalam Siddhidadri cha, Navadurga Prakirtita, Uktanye Tarinamani, Paramanava Mahatmanaha.
Hello, good morning. Hello. It's Himalaya here, and we are a few minutes late this morning for our Embody Freedom series. Technical difficulties. You know what I'm saying? It's like all of us are at home on the internet. Thank Goddess for the internet. Yay! So welcome to our series. The intention for our series, this Embody Freedom series, is for us to utilize ancient practices for modern day insanity. So just take a deep breath into that right now, because whoo-wee, things is crazy out there. Yeah, our whole world as we know it has completely shifted. So take a deep breath in. Our intention with this show is for you to really seriously receive ancient tools and practices for this modern day insanity. So join myself and guest transformational facilitators and artists as we guide and share our tools that we utilize to overcome this modern day insanity. Take a deep breath in again. The series is designed to ground us in a new embodiment of leadership. This is because the fear and the stress and the anxiety may throw us off our center, our truth. So we're inviting you to thrive by reclaiming and sustaining our joy and pleasure through movement, breath, awareness, high vibrational content and information and stimuli, because there's a lot of other stuff out there. So I'm not saying not to listen to that. I am saying come on home to yourself so you can learn to utilize your own intuition. The time is now to pivot and expand into freedom. So take a deep breath in, and good morning. Good morning, Julie. We are live, and we were a little late this morning, I was just saying, but normally we're Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. here on Facebook and YouTube, both. And welcome. So I've been feeling a lot of emotion come up for me over this last 24 hours, really. I went into a spiral of fear yesterday and a little worry. I had a conversation with a friend who is a doctor and a researcher of viruses, in fact, and she was really adamant about us being at home right now, especially here in California, where it's really the wave is coming in and people are being affected, to stay as indoors at home as much as possible. Don't go out unless it's really an emergency. So we're all stocked up now. But that conversation threw me into a fear zone. And I went into wow, what's going to happen? I went into the uncertainty that we're all feeling. I went into the worry of what's going to happen. And so I've been, in that for the last 24 hours, and I could feel my breath short. And so anyways, I had a good cry this morning. I had a good, anger, cry, emotions. I'm not saying that it's all gone. It's still there. Look at, I've got cry eyes right now. But it has moved. And that the intention of this show is for us to move our energy, move our emotions. Emotions are energy. And we are gifted to have incredible an incredible artist with us today, Tamara Rodriguez. Sorry, I need to do the accent properly. Rodriguez. That's probably still not right. Anyway, Tamara, who is awesome, who is a sweet sister, a collaborator, artist, wise, and creator. She's done some songs with DTO. She's an incredible singer, songwriter, musician. So we're going to have her on in just a bit here. I'm excited. She's going to share with us, and I'll get to introduce her properly, but I wanted just to plug her. And we are also attempting to have Robin Downs, who is a dear sister and colleague of a long time. Also, she's a client in some ways. She took the Secret Sauce Mastermind program that I lead, and she's a phenomenal woman. So I'm really hoping we can have her. We're having some tech issues. So good morning, Sandy. Good morning, Julie. Good morning, all of you out there. Write in. Where are you connecting from? Where are you? Are you at home right now? Where are you in the world? Connect in and say a little hello and share what's coming up for you. I just shared, like, I've been in this fear and just like worry zone for the last 24 hours, and a lot is coming up for me. So I'm curious and would love to give you voice to what is happening and what you're experiencing right now. So everyone take a deep breath in with me. This is the part of our show, our series, where we go within for a moment. We go into a zone of connection. And I feel like this time, this moment in our history, that we're all indoors and all inside. And the invitation is to go within. So close your eyes for a moment. If you're standing, bend your knees a little bit. If you're sitting, straighten your spine. Roll your shoulders back a few times. Slowly softly close your eyes. Move your head from side to side, left and right. Flubber your lips. You can stretch out the mouth here. Bounce the shoulders. And feel your breath going into your body. You can place a hand on your heart, a hand on your diaphragm or your belly, whatever feels comfortable. You can wrap your arms around yourself and give yourself a big hug and feel your arms and breathe. Notice your breath going into your body. The connection with the breath is so much more important now than ever to bring us home. I would have probably still been spinning right now if I wasn't breathing. And I caught myself. I was in shortness, so I'm inviting you into deepness of breath. In this moment, you are safe, you are breathing, you are healthy, you are vibrant, you are alive. Even if you're hurting, or you're sick, or you have a virus, or not, you are safe, you are loved, you are held. So breathe into that. And if those thoughts come up of convincing you otherwise, shake them off. And in this space, we are now going to the optimal level of health and well-being. And I invite you to call in, invite in your allies, your support team, the devas, the devis, God, Goddess. Have a little yummy sound here. Inhale. As your allies are coming into the space surrounding you, all of them holding hands, feel yourself in the center of this circle. Feel yourself held. And you get to let go now. You get to let go of the worry, the control, the contraction. You get to be held. And notice what you notice in this space and time. Feel your breath going into your third eye and then down into the rest of your body. Thank you, allies, for being here always. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for holding us. And in a moment, I'm going to invite you to open your eyes and feel that connection strong. But before we do, let your arms drop to your sides, jiggle your shoulders. Our intention here with the Embody Freedom series is to support you, support us all, for us to be in connection with ourselves and each other, knowing that we are not alone. Move your head from side to side now in a slow-mo no. In the slow-mo no, you're saying no to the things that you are not. Those worries and fears, yes, they will pass, they will come through, but we are not them. They are not our true self. I'm not saying to avoid them or reject them, but I am inviting us to know that they're not necessarily who we are. And then chin down, chin up in the slow-mo yes. Yes to life, to love, to truth. Blubber the lips, drop your head down now, bowing down to your highest self. Breathe into that highest self, having reverence as we bow our heads down. And on the next inhale, open the eyes and bring the head back up. Whoo! Scan your experience. What do you notice now? What do you feel in this moment? Welcome everyone to our show, our series, Embody Freedom series. I put on a fancy outfit today, okay? I am not gonna let any indoor, it's like I'm putting on a fancy outfit. So I've been doing this often where I put on a fancy dress that I would normally not wear, out, or I'd save it. So right now I'm in the experience of like, I'm putting on that fancy outfit. So check this out. Woo! All right, we're going to get into a little bit of movement too. So just shake it out just for a few minutes here. Oh, the invitation is for you to come into your body more than ever. It is so important to be in the body. So hands on your hips. Take your hips around in a big circle. Woo! Big circles, bend your knees. Yeah. We've got electricidad here. Tamara Tamara Rodriguez. Thank you. DTO, help me out here. I'm a disgrace. There we go. Tamara's on the screen. Woo! Yeah, exactly. Shift your hips going in the other direction and open up your hips. We might be sitting a lot. And in fact, we're going to be doing hopefully some chair yoga today with Robin Downs. All right, pulse it out. Snap it out, pulse it out. Bend your knees, breathe here. Woo! Swing your arms, move your heads from side to side, and breathe here. Bringing in lots of energy, walk around in a circle. Yeah. We got some outdoor nature with Tamara. Walk in a circle the other way. Woo! All right, let yourself be free for a moment and feel the music take you into some space. So create space, move your hands around. Woo! Move your head, let the back of your heart dance. Woo! So electricidad, right? Bringing in that electricity, bringing in that charge. What can you be charged about right now? Your creativity. What are you creating? What do you want to give power to? Woo! Let that surge through you. Breathe. Woo! Ah. Breathe here and pulse it out. Woo! Move your head from side to side. A little yummy noise here. We are sitting a lot these days in our homes, on the computer, on our phones. So move your arms in a way you haven't moved them. Big movements here. Woo! I think of this as like renovating, right? Like push your hands out. Woo! Breathe. Let your tongue dance. All right, let yourself pulse it out here. You get to be in your diva moment. Well, we're always in our diva moment, aren't we? That's why I say put on the fancy outfit, dance in your own living room. Here we go. Let yourself build it. Here we go. Woo! Let yourself bounce. Woo! Ah, embody your freedom. Snap it out. Make space. Play. Open up. Woo! Let the emotions and the energy move through you. Cry if you want to. Let yourself move. Play the energies. Let yourself be angry if you want to. Move the energy. Stagnation is our kryptonite. Movement is key. Breathe. Awesome. Standing here. Thank you, Tamara. Perfect segue. Yeah, baby. So palm space up for a moment here and breathe. Who are you? When you're in your creativity, your openness, your freedom, who are you? This is what we're coming home to. And perfect segue to welcome. That song is one of Tamara and DTO's songs, Electricidad. Yes, from the album Infinite Energy. And why I forgot because he's got 3 albums and they're all in the energies. Nameless Energy, Infinite Energy, and Radiant Energy. Check them out on Spotify and iTunes and all of that. And Tamara, welcome, honey. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much. So excited to be here with all you guys.
Awesome. So just for those of you who don't know, Tamara is like one of the most freaking talented people we know. Like seriously, singer, songwriter, dancer, choreographer, actress, musician, performer, artist. she's done so much and continues to. Like her whole world is art. She's been on reality shows for Latin American channels, Telemundo and Televisa. And she's been on TV shows, music videos, concerts around the US and Mexico. Tamara is a Berklee College of Music grad living and working in San Diego. So she's a sister here in our local community. And she's in musical theater. Like, seriously, Tamara, we are so blessed to have your gift in the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here right here too, also on our show. Welcome.
Excited. It feels like we're in another part of the world, but you're just miles up north. I miss you.
I know. It's true. So I might, because I think you're cutting out. So those of you who are watching right now, let us know if you're having any trouble hearing Tamara or myself. We want to make sure that you can hear us properly. And we'll slow down if we need to in order for us to be heard. Tamara, what are you working on right now? Like, what is the one thing? Woo! One thing. What
Got a little frozen. Let me wait for you to be back.
Losing video and you can still hear me now, then let us know.
There we go.
Okay, we're back. Woo!
Okay, the one thing I'm working on.
For a moment. So what is that one thing, Tamara, that one thing that really you feel is the greatest support for you and humanity right now?
Yeah, I think that is hope. hope for the future and all that we're learning through this process, how we're evolving into this new consciousness and into this higher dimension, higher frequency, uh, just way of living. And so I think it'll bring so much more elevation to how we communicate, to how we connect, and how we are and how we live our lives. So I'm hopeful. One thing I'm practicing is hope.
That's awesome. Yeah, hope. So how does one cultivate hope? Like what would someone do or shift or whatever in order to come into hope?
It's a constant discipline of being yourself in the moment and knowing that the higher power is there to give you your path and that there is a higher power. I feel like the discipline of speaking to yourself and that higher power is where you find that hope.
Awesome. So discipline. And I was just saying that yesterday too around
Mhm.
right now it is so it's so I want to say the word important, but it's actually even it's important that we are diligent with our thoughts
Mhm.
and our actions and our thoughts right now. So I like that's what I'm hearing from what you're saying too is like be really diligent, be really mindful because
Mhm.
we want to stay in the hope. And there's a lot of mystery right now, right? There's a lot of uncertainty and shakiness and mystery. So yeah, the invitation for you is to be in hopefulness and taking it a next
Yeah.
step. It's like trusting, right? Like hope gives us trust. That's what I'm feeling from what you're sharing.
Yeah.
You've got a song for us, right? What are you going to be sharing
Yeah.
today with us?
Well, I am hopeful that the world will come back to its function. If not, we will find creative ways to express. And nevertheless, the show must go on. So I actually booked a show, one of my dream roles, playing Gloria Estefan for On Your Feet this summer in a really, really wonderful theater, San Diego Rep. And it was a news that came 1 week before the virus, and I was currently doing a show called Dream House, rather House of Joy. That's another show. House of Joy, Queen Mariam. So I was channeling my inner uh, Indian queen, Maharani, like I said, and the show closed when we opened because of the virus. And therefore, there was a lot of confusion and you work so hard for something that it's a way an outlet to find more uh, ways into connecting, more ways into exploring how storytelling can take now the new storytelling, not in maybe attending a theater but maybe online or maybe via live streaming like you're doing right now. So hopefully our show will be picked up again next year. That's the plan, the House of Joy. But for this summer, I'm hopeful that I will be able to take part in that amazing put on the show of On Your Feet so that we can bring happiness and shine that light in that wonderful Miami Sound Machine music, very uplifting, super Latin, everything the world needs now. So this particular song I got to sing for the audition, and it always speaks so true to me, but especially right now it's called Coming Out of the Dark. And it was a song that Gloria Estefan actually wrote. I don't know if you know her story, but she had a massive car accident that left her paralyzed. So she came out of that state of maybe never performing again. and then performing in the American Music Awards 6 months later, working really, really hard to do so. And she couldn't really move as she did, but she was a fighter, and she really showed the world that there's hope, that there's always a light. So this song I'm singing a cappella called Coming Out of the Dark. Why be afraid if I'm not alone? Well, life was never easy, the rest is unknown. And after night, hands against stone, spend each and every moment searching for what we believe in, coming out of the dark. I lead the light now, and it's shining on me. I see the light coming out of the dark. I know it's where it's been. Sharing it with me. Starting again is part of the plan. And I'll be so much stronger holding your hand. Step by step, I'll make it through. I know I can. It may not make it easier, but I have felt you with all the way. Coming out of the dark, I finally see the light now, and it's shining on me. I see the light coming out of the dark. I know it's where it's been. Share it with me. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sorry,
That's so powerful. I mean, a cappella on top of it, girl. Wow. And
with
what
a
a
lawn,
perfect
competing with a lawnmower.
yeah, right. That's wow. That's a perfect song for right now is like coming out of the dark. I feel like we're all being pushed into going within, going indoors, going inside to shine our own light. There's been a lot of our own, like what I'm finding is there's a lot of places of avoidance of our own patterns of how we've been doing things, and this is it's a reset. It's a reset.
Mhm.
So coming out of the dark and into the light, yes, I say yes to that. That was really beautiful, Tamara. If you
Thank
didn't get a
you.
chance to see Tamara, her Instagram, it's not today, it's Tamara. Yeah, so
Yeah.
clever. I love it. We've got Valerie here. And just wanted to say, like, Valerie is probably loves, she's a sister here too, and she's from Florida, a Latina sister. And we got
Woo! Miami
Florence
Summer
here
Scene.
from Florida also. That's so cool. Awesome. Thanks for being here live with us. Look, that's it. Okay, cool. I didn't even see that comment. So
Aw,
awesome.
thank you.
Thank you,
Come,
Mara.
come see
I
the
was
show.
obsessed
Come
with
see the
Gloria
show.
Estefan growing up. Yay. So, any last words right now, Tamara? Because we would love to bring you back on. At the end, we do we pick a card together for the Embody Oracle card.
Nice.
And if you're up for it, stay backstage, and we'll bring you back on. Is there any words right now that you wanted to share with the world?
Just that stay hopeful, stay bright, reasons to smile, and so many reasons to share that smile. And so thank you so much, Hema, for doing this platform, being the vehicle of light and taking a lot of us out of the darkness in this very weird, epic times. It's the age of Aquarius for sure.
Woo. Yeah, we're definitely stepping into a whole new paradigm. That is for sure.
Aquarius, Aquarius. Right? We're literally entering the unknown.
Yeah, for sure, for real. And I also wanted to like shout out to DTO. Truly, like
Mhm.
this couldn't happen without DTO. He
Yeah.
is
Yes.
the light that is definitely so bright. And hey, get in there.
Yeah. Video. Yeah,
Video,
brother.
See,
video,
the
video.
difference is DTO
Yeah.
gets to have bedhead. That's awesome, baby. I love it. But truly, DTO gets a lot of props here. This is a co-vision of serving in this way. So thank you, Tamara, for being in our family. Also, like we get to be close with you. We get to come to your wedding.
October. Maybe it's
Yeah,
gonna be a
exactly.
virtual
So,
wedding. It might
oh
be
yeah,
virtual.
or a virtual wedding. We don't know. We don't know.
We don't know.
Totally. All right. Well, I love you and I adore you. Thank
Love
you
you.
for sharing
Love
your
you both.
heart, your light, your beautiful talents in the world. Don't ever stop, girl. Like the world needs you and your love and your light and your beautiful
Yeah.
voice and your storytelling. So thank you, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. Awesome. Yay. So yes, today is a day of like technical difficulties. Thank you for hanging in there with us. I know there's like some glitches happening. We are working them out, and we will be back better than ever in the next couple of weeks here. We're hoping to switch it out really quick so we can be streamless. No, we don't want to be streamless. You know what I'm saying. So take a deep breath in with me here. Deep breath in, hold it for a moment, exhale. So our next guest is someone that I've known for a long time. We've known each other from when I first moved to LA, which was like now almost 20 years ago. And she is a friend, a sister. We've bounced with like, I've mentored her and she's stepped into serving. She's always been serving in a phenomenal way. So she's right now, her focus for the last while has been to serve the elderly and bring tools and practices to the elderly. And this is near and dear to my heart because in our tradition, in our culture, serving the elderly is the most one of the most highest places of honor where we like in our society here in the West, there's a lot of forgotten elderly, right? It's not part of our culture, but in India, it is the parents, the grandparents, they come and live with us. And my grandmother did that. My grandmother hopped from all of her sons and her daughters. She went from home to home. So I got to have a real connection with my grandmother before she passed. And so this is the work that Robin Downs is committed to. And it all started with her papa, her father, and her, his stepping into the next phase of his life. So I'm going to introduce my sister. She started out as a powerful journalist and like really out there in the mainstream. And then she traveled to India and she got clear message from her gurus to take yoga practice and interpret it for her people. And so 1996, she became a certified yoga instructor. She felt my people had flavor. This is one of my favorite things, right? And she created Yoga Flavor. She created Yoga Flavor classes, and she embraced the urban culture with ancient moves to contemporary grooves. So we are really excited. This is now a new era. She's embracing turning 60 and she's outliving her mother's age. That's a big deal, right? Like really breathe into that. We have that feeling of like, oh, my grandmother lived to this long or my mother lived to this long. So then we have this thought of, I might. She's also been like celebrating her silver, beautiful hair and elder care with Yoga Flavor Silva sessions. So Yoga Flavor Silva sessions as she's been moving into 2020. And so at this point, the chair yoga sessions have been inspired by her father as something that her and him could do together. So that's something she's going to be sharing here today. 2021, it will be her 25th silver anniversary of Yoga Flava, and she's excited about celebrating with a pop-up tour in association with special events. And yeah, she's always open to collaborative opportunities. And so her offering today, we're going to get into that, but is elder care chair yoga. And honestly, I don't think I need to be an elder in order to do some chair yoga right now. So let's see if we can bring Robin Downs on. Yeah, there you are. Woo!
Got myself. I was just but I'm in the basement. I'm on the East Coast and it's cold. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yay!
Good. We can do this. Thank you so much, Himalaya, for providing this platform and acknowledging the East Indian tradition of embracing the family. My father, Sergeant Major, I think he felt he would be invincible to this old age thing. And I really had to wrangle him to provide him with care. I'm in the house. I've been renovating it ever since I moved into his abandoned bachelor pad house. He was living with his girlfriend in the Bronx for like 10 years. And this was like my grandparents' house. He didn't let me or my sister in. So when he needed to go there, where he took a cab from the hospital, and I met him at the house, and finally he let me in. It was literally moving cobwebs. And
yeah.
4 dumpsters worth of stuff, and we're still going. Anyway, all that to say about elder care. So I was amazed that with that, I wanted to still keep my practice. And my father was always like, get a real job. What are you doing? And I started to ease him into the process, and the magic happened. And that's where I have tears of joy, because when this whole thing hit, I had my big event in California, and that was fabulous. And part of that event was connecting with the Secret Sauce sisters, and part of that event was getting into alignment. And like I shared the video where, I was so in alignment with my Embrace Oracle card for the sisterhood.
That's right.
That when I came back to New York, I wanted to hunker down because, I'm working on this documentary. So I made a point of ordering a lot of food. I made a point of getting everything in order. My father's a military man. So this house is already equipped with emergency supplies.
Fantastic.
So when everything hit, we were prepared.
That's amazing.
So that one thing is preparedness.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. So really take that in right now. Like, I'm going to tell you, I even had some resistance to preparing. I'm like, prepare for what? It was like, this is now like 2.5 weeks ago.
As much as he was talking to me about my yoga, I don't know if you saw him, but he would always have security bands so he could be seen. He always has, canteens and food rations. And when he goes through security, it's an ordeal. But he's prepared.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, that's true. And so like, how can we, okay, first of all, I want to acknowledge you. Usually in our society here in the West, we're throwing away our elderly into homes and all that kind of thing, right? And you really chose to pivot your whole life in order to serve your father and have a relationship with him at this stage of his life. And he really needed your support. And I'm sure he was resistant on it. You had to do some come on,
I did. I still do every once in a while. That's enough. The aid's not here and the neighbor's not here to help out. It's just me. I'm quitting. That's it. Boundaries.
Now what are you going to do? Yeah. That's awesome. But really acknowledging you, because that takes a lot. I know.
Thank you.
God bless my father. He is still working and all of that at this time. But boy, some conversations.
And be prepared. And the more you're prepared, the more you can ease into it, as you know. And once again, I'm so happy I took the Secret Sauce Masterclass with you. That was a part of my preparedness. I'm telling you, the last couple of weeks, I just kept feeling like, we were prepared.
Yeah.
Seeing all the panic with everybody else and really crying when I was seeing the things about people in the nursing homes and not being able to. Part of the healing is them having their relatives and come and see and touch them in, the nursing home. And for that not to happen, I'm very fearful about the mental health of a lot of the, focusing on seniors right now, our elders. So
Yeah.
just grateful. And the one thing is like, wow, preparedness work.
Yeah, totally. I'd love to hear, just on a personal note, just for a moment, you mentioned the secret sauce mastermind. Thank you for that. Truly, that's really exciting, because there's this, what's birthing right now is like to make the secret sauce mastermind available for a larger community of women, because it has prepared me. It's prepared you. It's prepared our other sisters that are going to be on the series as well, in such a way to serve now in a whole, like, we are prepared to serve online, prepared to serve in the world, prepared to serve in the mystery, right? Like, this is like, it's blowing my mind. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's exactly what we have prepared for.
Yeah. So if you want to say any words on that, I have another question for you too.
Okay, the words I would like to say on that is that this morning I went through all the videos that I took, because I did my best to document the whole experience, and want to once again commend you on your focus and your vision to prepare us. Really, really appreciate it. I walked into the unknown. I just knew I needed something to take me to the next level, not knowing what it was, not knowing it would be this, but that helped to prepare me.
That's awesome. So, that was one of the visions that we had together, because it's a mastermind, right? So we're in the brainstorm together. And what we were really seeing is, like, you've devoted your whole life to with this shift with your father and your respect for this phase of his life. We were like, absolutely, you have a knack for this. Like, this is a beautiful specialty. So yeah, this is awesome.
You did pull that out of me and help me to laser focus on that.
Yeah. So awesome.
That was a wonderful revelation.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that. And, right now with this virus, why we're all at home right now, and why we're all, like, in our own space and moving through life the way that we are, with this, like, the highest risk are the elderly right now. And so what you're going to share with us, I feel, will be absolutely in benefit. So those of you out there that have elderly in your life, or you have elderly in your home right now, share this video, spread this to the world right now, because this can absolutely support elderly's immune system and their health and their well-being. So do you want to talk about what's your one thing in that space of sharing with people with the chair yoga?
Okay, well, I spoke about preparedness, and then in preparing, the other really motivating factor, another shout out to DTO, because it's music. The DJs are saving our lives.
Yes, they are.
There was a whole big thing where who's it? D Nice got like 160 online to deal with the music. So part of what I love is finding music, especially that my father can enjoy. He loves salsa music. So when it's shower day, got salsa music playing to the shower.
Oh, that's great.
So today I wanted to pick out some music, and I wanted to use some DTO music. And would you drop some Sacred Connection for me?
Ooh, Sacred Connection. You got it? Yeah. Oh, so everyone, do we need to get prepared for this in some way?
Have the music going.
Oh, wait, honey, I can't hear her.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you, yes.
Okay.
Can everybody out there hear, whoever's watching right now? Jehan, Vince, Renuka, Valerie, who can hear us? Give us a thumbs up. All right. Can you hear this? Can you hear the music?
Yes, I can hear the music.
Okay, perfect.
So a little, flavor, some DTO flavor. Palms on the lower belly.
We got some thumbs up. We got some yes. Yep.
Okay,
great.
good.
Awesome.
Palms on your lower belly. Close your eyes. Inhale, full belly breath. Slowly exhale, pulling the belly button back towards the spine, up towards the heart. Going again, inhale, full belly breath. Exhale fully, pulling the belly button back towards the spine, up towards the heart. Continue to breathe deeply and exhale fully. And as you're breathing, I want you to visualize the elders in your life who are still with us. A lot of time Himalaya speaks about our ancestors, but let's just breathe into really connecting energetically with those elders in our lives, visualizing them, sending loving, healing energy as we breathe our breath of life, breathing deeply, exhaling fully, being with the breath, being in the moment, allowing yourself to simply breathe, keeping it real simple, something anyone at any age can do. And you would be surprised how many of our elders are not in touch with their breath. And we all know how essential the breath is. Breathing deeply, exhaling fully. Inhale, open your eyes, squeeze your shoulders to your ears, and then slowly squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you. Squeeze the shoulders all the way down. Squeeze the shoulders together 4, and then just continue on with 4, slow, exaggerated shoulder rolls, full range of motion. Getting all the nooks and crannies is only you can do. Change the direction or shoulder rolls forward. Full range of motion, take your time. And now, place the palms on your elbows. Bring your elbows in forward. Come up. Full range of motion.
I'm noticing I didn't shave my armpits. Don't look at anybody.
You notice I have the sweater dress on?
Yeah.
Change the direction.
Hey, we're at home. I'm not shaving my legs or my armpits.
Emma, I was just going to wear my sequin dress by itself, but I was like, oh, armpit.
Yeah. I say yes to that.
Inhale, long spine. As you exhale, floating your right ear over towards your right shoulder. Inhale, come on up to center. Exhale, floating your left ear over to your left shoulder. Inhale, come on up to center. Bring your palms together in front of your heart center. Bring your thumb to your heart center and just bow down. Breathing deeply, connecting with your authentic, heartfelt desire.
Made of earth and fire. Your body is like stars.
Breathing, taking in the words, connecting to your heart center.
Shining from the light within.
Shining from the light within.
Pressing through the walls of time.
Our elderly are all pressing through the walls of time.
Stars.
Both palms together, reach up. Come on down. And again, palms together, reach up. And then open the elbows. Bring the elbows together. Open the elbows. Bring the elbows together. Lift the elbows. Bring the elbows together. Bring the palms together. To the heart center. And once again, force shoulder rolls back. Force shoulder rolls forward. The spirit in me honors the spirit in you. Honor your elders. I can't hear you. Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay, great. Perfect. Yeah, I was just saying, like, notice, like, we just did that all sitting down, right? Like, and we are sitting down a lot.
Audio went out again. No. Audio went out. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, great. We had a little sound issue, so we just changed the batteries. Okay, great. Julie, thank you for letting us know. Thank you for being with us. And Jahan, too, your presence here is so welcome. And Robin, did you want to say something?
Well, I just wanted to say there was another part of it that I was going to add, but I didn't add. And it had to do with the eyes. And I want to mention that because,
add it. Let's do it right now.
Because elderly are they're old, but they're not dead. And if you've met my father, he's quite a flirt. And it came, I believe, from Kama Sutra, the penetration of the eyes.
Yes, right. Okay, so what she's referring to there is one of my first DVDs was called The Kama Sutra Dance Journey. Yes, all about the eyes, isn't it?
Yeah, and I didn't add that, but I like that for seniors because it's flirty and it's sexy at a time where they feel they can't really be sexy. So I wanted to mention that.
Oh, that's great. And really, like, and exercising the eyes right now, I'm going to tell you, like, just even try this right now, everybody. Like, just a horizontal side to side. I know it looks ridiculous. And then go diagonal, upper corner to lower corner, and breathe while you're doing this, of course. I always notice that I'm holding my breath at certain times. And then other upper corner to the opposite and diagonally go down. And because we're looking at the screen so much these days, this is a great exercise to exercise your eyes, truly. So awesome, Robin. I love you.
Too.
I love you. I'm so grateful. Thank you for bringing your sparkliness and your love and your passion and your beauty and your heart into the world. Truly, you are a gem, and what you're teaching the world about the elderly and how to be with the elderly in such a way that is absolutely healing for our culture here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, Hema, what are we going to collaborate on in 2021 for the 25th bash?
Yes, I am up for a conversation on that. Absolutely, my sister. Absolutely. We are, there's look at that. DTO's got Dance of the Kama Sutra on. That's one of my first DVDs. DVDs, people. Who has DVDs anymore?
That's my favorite.
That's how long we've been doing this work. It's great. So let's bring Tamara back on here.
And in Himalaya, you had yoga flavor, and not today, but tomorrow.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Not today, but Tamara.
Hey, Tamara.
Hey. You guys rock. You're awesome.
Oh, thank you, honey. So let's all pick a card together.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly, Tamara. Get your eyeballs going.
Waiting and doing it in front of the master,
Yeah. Totally. All right, so Tamara, tell me when to stop.
Woo! All right, I'm gonna call upon Kali, Goddess Kali, to give us this answer when I stick out my tongue. Right now.
Was that your stop?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That.
All right.
Got it.
Yeah, baby. And then Robin, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
What do we got? Boundaries.
And of course. And what did I say? And Vince is watching knows boundaries. I mentioned that. These cards are so good.
They're really
I
good.
said that.
It's true. I know. I'm having a whole relationship with them. Even though I wrote them and then partnered up with Alexis Cohen, yeah, I'm having this whole awesome welcoming of the messages. So boundaries. Practice the art of saying no. Okay, can I just like say this morning, DTO totally created a boundary with me. He doesn't usually say no to anything for me. And he was like, no. He's like, I'm going to create, he literally said the words, I'm going to create a boundary. I was like, thank you. Okay, good. You know, put me in my place. It's good. Okay. Dear one, it's okay to crack your heart open and let people in. It's also perfectly fine to be empathetic from afar. Have you been nourishing others with your energy more than yourself? As adults, you can care for someone else, but you don't need to take care of them unless, of course, they're sick or truly need your assistance. As you gain wisdom, part of your journey is about learning to say no. How to be discerning with where you want to invest your time and energy, and how to step away without guilt and shame. Certain behaviors, relationships, and patterns that once worked for you won't take you where you need to go. What worked to get you there? Well, it won't work to get you there. Oh, what worked to get you here? Well, it won't work to get you there. Reflect on any areas of your life where it's time to say no to something that you're not feeling a full yes to. Begin getting comfortable graciously declining things that do not feel right for you. You can simply say, I'm a no. Thank you, but I'm not available. Or I'm choosing to prioritize other things. Wow, that's so good, right? And this, Robin, we were just talking about focus, right? We want to focus on certain things.
When you replay, I used the word boundaries. I did use the word boundaries, you know,
Cool.
and
Yeah,
I
you
did
did.
have to do that with my father because it was becoming overwhelming because I'm used to a support system here in the home and I'm doing a lot of different roles. And I had to let him know, no, that is beyond, and you are now coming into boundaries that I do not wish to go to. So I have been practicing it. And that's the number one tool for a caregiver, have your boundaries. That's the perfect card once again.
That's awesome. So those of you who have been watching for some time since we started our live, write in. Did you hear Robin say boundaries? Let's see if you were paying attention. Oh, Julie says she still uses that DVD. That's awesome. So every Embody Oracle card also it has a message and it also has an Embody invitation. So today's invitation is a heart and breast massage. So nourish what is most essential. So this exercise is an invitation to return that nurturing life force energy to you. Yeah, baby. Just and to fill up your own cup first before choosing. I think actually this is the perfect outfit, ladies, to be breast massaging. Right? You see what I'm saying?
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Robin, you got the
Yeah.
goods there. But truly, women, it is like this is actually the time to massage your lymph nodes, right? So when you're it looks like he's going to show a video of you picking a card. But like massage all this area, massage your breast, women. I have a client right now who has 2 clients actually that have breast cancer during this time as well. So let's keep the energy moving. And part of should I stop talking? Is this being shown right now, DTO?
Right.
Okay, so Robin, this is at Robin's retreat. These are all Secret Sauce sisters that took the program with me. My babies, and look, they're gonna pick a card together. Watch this.
I know Dad's like, what? Dad is like, what is going on? Vincent, could you take him back? Yeah, and see what snacks from the back he would like.
Thanks.
I'll be right there, Dad.
Vincent's been
Vincent's gonna
around.
help you.
Thank you, Vincent.
It's for Vincent. All
Ah,
right. Okay. And here's the card.
Which one will it be? Which one will it be? I love that.
So, you guys-
Oh, my heart is
Are we
gonna
gonna
burst.
cry?
My heart might burst. Look, there's three of us.
Oh my God!
Oh my God, I love
We
that
are
video
speechless.
so much. It's so perfect, and your reaction was incredible. And the truth is, you really are sisters. So that's sort of what happens in the Secret Sauce Sisterhood. We really become sisters for life. And so these sisters got together and ran a retreat together. Robin produced it, and then they picked a card, and of course, it's sisterhood. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Oh, yeah, boundaries. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. DTO felt called to share that right
I
there.
love that.
Yeah. So today's
Beautiful.
card is boundaries, and the call to action for you. See, I know that there's a lot of healers and empaths out there. The call to action for you is to nourish yourself, to say no to some of the things that maybe you've been a maybe or a partial yes to. Get really clear. This is the time. We are going within. We are going into a place of deep listening and being in truth with ourselves. We don't get to just say yes to everything because we're obligated or expected to. You get to now be in ownership and leadership of your life. So say no to some of the things. I had a whole experience. I'm not getting into the story right now, but in 2014, I chose to say no to a bunch. I kept saying yes my whole life, right? And it was great. And I was like, it's time for me to say no. I said no to some big gigs, some things that I was like, am I crazy? But I knew I needed to create space. So here's the thing. Mother Earth has created a lot of space for us right now. Say yes to the things that are really, truly your calling, and say no to the things that are half-assed. That's my invitation for you to today. Any last words, my sisters? Any last words before we sign off?
Wow, I really feel we've been on point. Be prepared and keep
Yeah.
your boundaries.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, people, show your boundaries. 5, 6, 7 times. 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm just gonna keep on saying no until I'm fine.
Woo! That was awesome. Oh, I love you both so much. Thank you for sharing your light. Thank you for your commitment to be in service the way that you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I adore you. I love you. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for joining us today.
Namaste, gracias.
Namaste.
Bye. Thank you, DTO, for being amazing behind the scenes.
I can't hear anything. Oh, that's great, because I can't hear anything.
Do you want to bring me back on for a second?